Hi everyone, welcome to another week of Beyond Education Early Childhood Weekly Bites. Now this week I would like to speak with you about partnership and relationships with parents. Now you and I know that parents play the important part of being able to provide you with feedback on your work, as the children are sometimes unable to give you the full feedback on how you're doing and how you're going. And parents also form that strong and reliable and very helpful partnership for your work with young children. Now, the other thing that I would like to add on to this is that as early childhood educators, as you work out your emotion regulation strategies when it comes with working with young children and also in partnership with the families, you would find that that is really beneficial for managing your stress levels. So let's jump into it. Now, working in the early childhood sector where there might be some shift works because the care for the children might be really long from 6 to 6, and you might work part of that shift, and forming those partnerships and relationships can sometimes be difficult. And I believe that in this time where relationships with families has been disrupted by COVID, that's added another layer of stress. And using technology as well. Whilst technology is great with the different learning platforms and communication platforms that you use to communicate with parents about the children's learning, about the day, about the routine, sometimes you will find that technology creeps in and was or will be taking over in some form or shape. That human communication that most of us would really like to have. So what can be done in this case to build a strong working relationship with the families that whose children you're caring for? So I would suggest that different channels and platforms be created to engage the families in these areas and to lead in your way of how you would like the parents to be interacting with you, or if you're a center director, interacting with your staff, establishing a culture and a way whereby families are able to, at times, and well, hopefully most times, be able to share the wins and the gratitude in the different things and ways that your educators or yourself are providing for these young children. And also likewise be able to create some sort of, I would say, milestone events. I don't know about you wherever you are in the world, but I always remember as a young teacher when I started to work in Singapore, there is a celebration of Teachers' Days, and that's a day whereby all children or families would come and just be able to express their gratitude for the work that teachers do. And I think that's really important because the feedback of families, as research has shown, actually helps educators to engage in reappraisal emotion regulation. And what that does is actually it helps to bring down the stress levels and to make and continue to make their work meaningful. And on the opposite end, when if you're on the go and you're dealing with many children that's with challenging behavior or with additional needs, and at times the relationship with those families cannot be established in such a close and a very honest and very professional way, and that can actually be rubbing into your suppression emotion regulation. So I repeat that, suppression emotion regulation. And what you're doing is you're trying to suppress all these feelings. And as we heard of that expression of the bottleneck, when you come to a point where you can't take it anymore, that everything would start exploding. So we do not want to come to that state, but we do want to emphasize and be able to work on producing and be able to come up with more opportunities for families to be able to express their gratitude and be able to have that human interactions with you as far as possible, as far as COVID allows. Maybe this could be even like a thank you wall in your service, just down by your corridor where the parents were to drop the children off. In Sydney here, the regulations, the restrictions has been lifted where it comes to working with children and being in public spaces where masks and interactions are concerned. So hopefully in the coming weeks and months, wherever you are, that these conditions would actually improve for you, and you be able to come up with all those awesome creative ideas to be able to engage your families for the sake of the well-being of your educators at the service. So do come up with certain things. Even if you're a leader in the classroom, that is also possible. You might actually start off by having a post on whichever learning platforms that you're using at your service to say that we're so grateful for our teachers this week. Please share one or two things that you've observed or that you're really thankful for someone who's gone the extra mile for you and your child. So well, look, I think that's the end of this week's sharing, and I hope that you enjoy that. I really definitely hope that you will be able to glean some nuggets of gold from the sharing and be able to take it and fuel your work with young children again this week. All right, see you then. Bye.